Hey K-Insider fam. Or should I call you professional K-drama obsessors? You're not here to analyze the socio-political undertones of the drama, although, yes, they exist. Let's be real, you're here to see if Baek Sa-Eon finally becomes a decent husband, or if he keeps having the emotions equivalent of a bad Wi-Fi connection. Spoiler, he's still a mess. But we love a complicated man, don't we? Okay, let's dive into the mess. We open with Hee-Joo in the hospital after her very dramatic cliff dive. Let's not sugarcoat this. Sis is waking up like she just survived a round in Mortal Kombat. And who's by her side? Sa-Eon. Cue collective swooning. He's holding her hand, looking at her like she's the last flower in a desert. But wait, Hee-Joo, queen of resilience, manages to speak. She whispers, "Don't leave me." Girl, are you serious? The man's been emotionally constipated for 3 years, and this is how you break the ice? Bold. Sa-Eon, on the other hand, does what he does best, dodges feelings. He holds her hand tighter, but you know he's out here internally panicking like, feelings? Who invited those? He holds her hand and stays. Ladies, this is bare minimum behavior, but because it's Sa-Eon, we're swooning. Look at us, simping over crumbs. What's next? Cheering when he remembers her birthday? Let's talk about Sa-Eon's press conference. Sa-Eon then drops a bombshell. He's been receiving death threats. Oh, now you're scared for your life? Sir, maybe if you treated your wife better, the universe wouldn't be plotting against you. And instead of taking a moment to process this, all I could think was, sir, how are you still this fine under so much pressure? He announces that the threats have nothing to do with politics, which is a lie, but who cares when he's rocking that tailored suit like it's a second skin? Plot holes? What plot holes? He uses the press conference to clear Hee-Joo's name, confirming she's okay, but also subtly implying to us the audience that she's more than okay because he's staying with her nada simps. Ouch, that did hurt. Let's be real, we're not here for politics, we're here for Sa-Eon doing anything. If he blinked in slow motion, we'd analyze it for 3 hours. And don't even get me started on his little smirk during the conference. That smirk could solve world hunger, or cause it, depending on your perspective. Exaggeration, but who cares? If you still haven't subscribed to Miss K Insider, I hope your phone dies right when the lead finally confesses their love after 16 episodes of tension. The villainous father and his cheap tactics. Meanwhile, Sa-Eon's father decides to use Hee-Joo's accident for political gain. Typical rich evil dad behavior. He's out here playing chess with people's lives, and I'm just sitting here like, sir, did no one ever tell you to touch some grass? Imagine nearly dying and waking up to find out you're a pawn in some political chess game. Sir, how is this even your first thought? Humanity is cancelled or what, huh? This man is the reason why therapy should be mandatory for evil dads like him. He doesn't care about his son's happiness or Hee-Joo's health, just his stupid political career. Someone please remind this dude that you can't take your power or your money to the ducking grave. Yeah, not F but D. The emotional onion that is Sa-Eon. Okay, so let's talk about the moment. Sa-Eon finds out the voice modulation on 400 and SXS phone is part of some hacking system. This man is unraveling secrets left and right, but do you think he'll confront Hee-Joo about being 406? Nope. Instead, he flirts with her. On purpose. Let me paint the picture. He's texting her as if he doesn't know she's the one who's been threatening him anonymously. The audacity. If it were anyone else, I'd be roasting them to ashes, but when Sa-Eon does it, I'm like, manipulative king, I'll allow it. At one point, he even asks her to help him find the real culprit, knowing full well she's tangled up in this mess. The layers of his character are deeper than my bank account in overdraft. If you still haven't subscribed to Miss K Insider, I hope your favorite snack spills everywhere. Hee-Joo's emotional turmoil. Let's shift gears to Hee-Joo because, honestly, sis deserves a break. She finds out about Sa-Eon's press release and realizes he's not just protecting her, he's protecting them. Their relationship. If my man didn't make this kind of effort for me, I'd riot. But here's the kicker. Hee-Joo gets a call from the kidnapper, and this guy has the nerve to show up at her door. Sir, who gave you the right? She locks herself in, panicking like it's a horror movie, and then Sa-Eon arrives. The way she runs to him and hugs him? Someone sedate me. I can't handle this level of emotional intensity. The big reveal at the amusement park. Finally, we get to the most iconic scene of episode 7, the amusement park. Sa-Eon sends Hee-Joo there and tells her to wait at the tower. Yes, this is still a murder mystery drama, believe it or not. When he shows up, he calls her by her full name and she's already tearing up. Honestly, same. I'd cry too if my emotionally constipated husband suddenly decided to be sweet. Hee-Joo is shook, as she should be. She asks why he doesn't hate her, and he pulls the most romantic line of the episode, "Show me how to hate you instead of loving you." Ladies, this is why we simp. This is why we put up with their nonsense. Because once in a while, they drop lines like this that make you forget they're 90% chaos and 10% charisma. And then it happens. He kisses her. Not a polite kiss. Not a "we're married so I guess this is fine" kiss. Or not even the drunk accidental kiss, but a full-on, "I'm obsessed with you" kiss. Sir, where was this energy in episode 1? Oh, right, you were too busy pretending to be emotionally unavailable. If Sa-Eon had been like this from the start, we wouldn't have had 7 episodes of trauma. But would we have stayed invested? Probably not. So, thank you, writers, for making him emotionally useless for 6 episodes before giving us this payoff. And excuse me? Do they not understand the power they hold over us simps? That kiss wasn't just a kiss, it was an emotional roller coaster. Subscribe to Miss K Insider. Villain Watch, the kidnapper's motives. Meanwhile, the kidnapper is out here texting his accomplice like, "Why did you push her?" First of all, why do villains in K-dramas always have so much free time? Second, who hurt you, sir? Why are you trying to ruin everyone's lives? The kidnapper texts his accomplice, asking why he pushed Hee-Joo. The accomplice basically says, "I wanted Sa-Eon to feel loss." Excuse me? Who gave you the right to play God? If this man were any more bitter, he'd turn into black coffee. Sa-Eon, being the chaotic genius he is, manages to produce a portrait of the kidnapper with Hee-Joo's help. But let's not get too excited, this is a K-drama, so you know the kidnapper is probably someone we've seen already. Plot twists are basically oxygen at this point. Also, the whole twin theory is getting juicier. Could Sa-Eon's twin be the real mastermind? Honestly, if this man looks anything like Sa-Eon, I might switch sides. I'm not saying I'd forgive him for the crimes, but I'd consider it. Just kidding, or am I not? The bed scene that broke us. Let's end with the scene that left us all crying and smiling simultaneously, Sa-Eon climbing into Hee-Joo's hospital bed to comfort her. Yes, this man has been emotionally unavailable for 3 years, but he's trying. And when he whispers, "I'm not leaving you," my soul left my body. If Sa-Eon isn't your dream man by now, I don't know what to tell you. Sure, he was a walking red flag, but isn't that why we love him? He's like a dangerous cocktail, one sip, and you're hooked. So, what's next for Sa-Eon and Hee-Joo? Will they finally team up to take down the real villain, or will Sa-Eon continue pretending he's not madly in love with his wife? Either way, I'll be here, obsessing over every scene and simping over Sa-Eon like the clown I am. And to all of you still simping over Sa-Eon despite his flaws, I see you. I am you. Let's suffer together. Don't forget to subscribe to Miss K Insider, because if you're still not subscribed, I'll personally send you a bouquet of stale roses. Let me know in the comments, would you forgive Sa-Eon for all his nonsense, or are you here just for his face? Be honest, we're all friends here. Catch you next time, simps.